Bailey's my name, VVAW's my game. No, we're not a bunch of old men, we're a bunch of old men and old women. I'm in a lot better shape than my mom was at my age, though. I talked to Barry this morning. Hey, Barry, what am I supposed to do up there? Barry said, create new leadership. Thanks a lot. So I've been sitting here, my little 11 things that I wrote down are all based on creating new leadership. And, you know, we had objectives when I joined off the Playboy ad in December of 1970. And we fought over every word in those stupid objectives forever. Until some of the women just said, listen, we got a couple of principles of unity. Why don't we just stick to those and throw the rest of this crap out? We don't need it. And finally, we did. And our principles of unity are decent benefits for all veterans, regardless of discharge, regardless of service, regardless of wounds or no wounds. Decent benefits for all veterans. It's part of the cost of doing business. And the other principle, of course, is no more Vietnams, which we will never stop fighting for that principle. Never. One of the things that we've learned along the way is that the best things that happen, like everybody has said here, the best things that happen that get the most attention are the spontaneous things. Now, the medals being thrown on the Capitol steps in a pile marked trash, that was a big media event. But that same week, we went to a hearing inside that building where the commandant of the Marine Corps was proudly giving money back to the government that they didn't spend in Vietnam because Marines can do more with less. And out of the courtroom, the observers gallery, came a guy with one arm and hair down to his asshole, and he looked like he hadn't taken a bath in a week. Of course, the rest of us all looked the same way. But he had a Purple Heart in his other hand. And he walked up towards that commandant and he said, take it, take it. Pretty soon the whole gallery was going, take it, take it. That guy ran out the side door and down the hall, and that motherfucker's been having nightmares ever since. And lifers eat shit. Lifers eat shit. We all know that. So we gave him nightmares. If he's not dead, he's still dreaming about that. And so those are the kinds of things that make an impact, the spontaneity of things. And locally, we sort of accidentally stumbled into the war on the VA because we were just looking to have some fun and stick our finger in their eye. So we got the Bee-Boop squad together. You know the Bee-Boop squad, the ones that defaced all the draft posters everywhere and did little things that were a little covert. And the Bee-Boops took over the administrative offices at the VA hospital by infiltrating and having everything timed and having distractions and the whole bit. We did an operation just to see if we could pull it off and stick our finger in their eye. And boy, that started something that has never stopped, because the administrative wing of the VA, it's have a seat, can I get you some coffee? There are some things that everybody needs to feel in their souls, which is camaraderie and the longing for peace, the longing for justice and equality, because there'll never be peace without those. But there also needs to be a sort of sense of humor about things. Don't take yourself too seriously. The issues we're dealing with are the most serious ones facing human beings. And the easiest way to balance that out is to lighten things up. That's where guerrilla theater came from. We had so much fun. Where's Kermano? I wonder if he's got his bug ears. He was the FBI bug in Gainesville. And I mean, we have used that humor to accomplish our goals, and it's worked. It's worked almost every time. And the other thing is your social ties to each other. Don't forget to party. It's very important. And don't forget to pat yourselves on the back when you know you've done a good job, no matter how much crap you take from everybody else. Just don't forget each other, and don't forget to party. And my last story, of course, is the thing that makes me a legend in VVAW. I remember back in the day when we had campouts where there were 150 people, 20 of them were children, and it seemed like there were 200 of them. And I would be working in the kitchen, and they'd be all there, all together. Can I have soda? Give me a sandwich. I want peanut butter. And my reaction was, don't you have mothers? Yeah, they're not there. Okay. You better mind your manners. There was a pig roasting on a spit behind me. Or I'll eat your eyeballs. And they said, you wouldn't do that. I said, oh, yes, I would. I'm going to eat those pig eyeballs. When that pig is done, I'm going to eat those eyeballs. And you're going to know when I'm done that if you screw with me, I'll eat your eyeballs too. So the rotisserie was done. They pulled the pig off. They took a big axe and cut the head off, put it on a board. I took it up in front of the stage, called all the children together, grabbed a huge knife, made a big dramatic scene of digging out the eyeballs and eating them. One of the kids from Athens, Georgia said, can I have one? So, after that, I never had a single problem with any child at any event. It was always, Annie, dear, may I please have some soda? So you really can adults with humor. It works. And we have a little song that was made up by a bunch of Marines at Christmas time in 1968 in the hospital at Great Lakes Naval Base, where they were stuck.
This is for everyone who has spent one of those long, dreary Christmas mornings in country.
Jingle bells, mortar shells, VC in the grass. Take your fucking Christmas tree and shove it up your ass.